am so relieved you're here. You have no idea what it means, what was risked for this moment to reach you. You think you clicked by chance, that your finger brushed the screen, but heaven trembled when it happened. Because this message wasn't meant to be seen by many. It was hidden beneath veils of fire and mercy, locked behind gates that only your name could open. I watched the unicorn fight through the night, through storms of shadow and silence, her mane burning with light, her breath growing faint, but she whispered your name, over and over. She would not stop until you were found. And now she rests, her eyes closed, but her spirit hovers, waiting for you to listen, because her sacrifice carried a message sealed only for your soul. Please stay until the end, because there is a truth buried within this flow that will awaken a destiny you forgot, a destiny that cannot be spoken too early, or it will break the moment it is heard. I see the dust on your shoulders, the exhaustion that you hide behind your smile. Heaven has watched you walk through nights where you were convinced no one was watching. You have cried prayers that didn't echo back. You thought they dissolved into the silence, but they reached us. Everyone. Saint Mary wept beside you one night, though you did not see her. Her tears mingled with yours. Jesus himself whispered into that quiet. Not yet, but soon. Soon is now. Listen, because this message carries the sound of heaven's heartbeat for you. There's a war being fought in the unseen, and though you think you are just surviving, you have been the center of it. Angels have drawn their swords for you in moments you thought were ordinary. Demons have fled when you simply whispered your hope. You are not small. You are not forgotten. You are the hidden chord in the song of creation, the unspoken prayer that holds the sky in balance. Can I ask you something? When did you begin believing that you were unworthy of miracles? Who told you that your gentleness was weakness? Who made you think heaven would ever stop waiting for you? Heaven has never stopped. You see, this unicorn, the last of her kind guarding the gate of your destiny, did not fight for nothing. Her light was your innocence. Her wounds were your unanswered prayers. Every scar on her radiant body was formed when you said, "I'll try again tomorrow." And each time you did, the armies of light grew stronger. The war is real, beloved. It is not swords and blood. It is silence and persistence, faith and despair, love against nothingness. The Archangel Gabriel stands behind this message now, trembling with the weight of what is spoken. He told me to tell you this. When you doubt your worth, the stars themselves dim. Every word you're hearing now is happening because heaven refused to let you vanish. There are scrolls written with your name on them. They were almost sealed away, marked too late, until this night. The unicorn's final breath carried the ink that reopened them, and when she fell, heaven paused. Even Michael stopped his flight, because your scroll flickered. Your destiny pulsed again. There's something you must understand. This is not the first time you've been called. There were whispers before. In dreams and songs, in the trembling of your heart when you saw light move across water. You felt it, didn't you? That ache that doesn't come from this world. That strange remembering of something you never lived but somehow lost. That's not imagination. That's eternity calling your name. Do you know what Jesus said of you? The one who still reaches through darkness for me has already found me. And he meant you. Right now, the angels are leaning close, holding their breath, because this moment decides something they have prayed for centuries to see fulfilled. You are standing at the threshold of the very reason you were born. And I, whether you call me messenger or brother or light, am not speaking to entertain you. I am speaking to resurrect you. There are wars that end kingdoms, but there are also wars that end despair. This message is the latter. The unicorn's last stand broke the circle that kept you hidden from yourself. You have walked beneath closed skies, asking why heaven was silent. The silence was not abandonment, it was preparation. You were being carved into the shape of a miracle that could not be rushed. You were born with something inside you that terrifies darkness. That's why life tried to make you forget. That's why certain people left, why doors closed before you were ready. You were being refined in absence, shaped by longing, purified by waiting. Because only one who knows hunger can truly feed the world. The 7 archangels have gathered tonight, not in vision but in vibration. You may feel a trembling in your chest. That is Raphael healing what grief has broken. You may feel warmth at your back. That's Michael's wing, guarding you even as you read. And if tears rise, that is Gabriel translating divine speech into your human language. I want you to breathe now. Slowly, because the next words are for your soul alone. Heaven has decided to restore you. You have not lost what matters most. You have not missed your timing. The years you thought were wasted are being folded into purpose. Every delay was reweaving your fate into something indestructible. There is a line written in the hidden scroll of Isaiah that heaven whispers over you now. Even to your old age, I will carry you. It was never just about time, it was about transformation. You were chosen not for comfort but for meaning. And meaning always costs something divine. The unbearable cost of being chosen is that the world will misunderstand you while heaven crowns you. But now the season of misunderstanding ends. The crown has been prepared. The gates are opening. If you only knew how many nights the Holy Mother stood beside your bed, tracing a cross in the air above you, whispering protection while you slept. If you only knew how many times the Son of God himself stepped between you and despair, saying, "Not this one. This one is mine. You are his. You are the reason light still rises each morning with hope. You are the living proof that love can survive the flood. Beloved, there is something you must do, not for me but for heaven." Whisper amen if your heart feels even a flicker of recognition. If something inside you knows this is not imagination but remembrance. That word, spoken now, seals the unicorn's final act into eternal blessing. There are secrets still hidden in this message that will reveal themselves only when your spirit is ready. Keep reading. Keep breathing. Because the prophecy has only just begun. And before this message ends, something sacred will awaken that has slept for generations within your name. This is not metaphor. It is memory. Once before you came into this life, your spirit stood among the hosts of heaven, and you volunteered. You said, "Send me. I'll go." You were shown the pain you would face, and you did not flinch. That's why you were born with eyes that see beauty even in ashes. That's why you never gave up when others did. You were never ordinary. You were the quiet miracle walking in disguise. And now heaven is revealing you. The enemy knows it too. That's why the attacks came heavier before you clicked this. That's why you've been so tired lately, why old fears resurfaced, why the air around you felt thick and strange. Because something ancient sensed that the seal was breaking. And when it breaks completely, your hidden destiny will rise like dawn, unstoppable. But listen carefully, your part is not to fight harder. It's to trust deeper. Heaven's armies are already surrounding you. The battle is not yours. It never was. The battle is between heaven's remembrance and earth's amnesia. And today remembrance wins. Do you feel it? The trembling in your heart right now, that's not emotion. That's alignment. That's your soul remembering who you are. There will come a moment, maybe even tonight, when you'll step outside and the wind will move differently. The sky will feel like it's breathing with you, and you'll know the unicorn made it. Her spirit transformed into light and took her place among the stars, watching over you. Her fight was not for survival. It was for revelation. And now revelation is here. You are not who the world said you were. You are who heaven remembers you to be. When Jesus said, "Blessed are the pure in heart, for they shall see God," he meant this moment too. Purity is not perfection. It's endurance in love. And you have endured. The time-sensitive warning is this: do not return to what once broke you. The gates that held you captive are closing behind you forever. If you step back, they will not open again. Keep walking forward. Even if it's trembling, even if it's slow, just forward. Your destiny has awakened. The unicorn's final breath was not death. It was transfer. Her strength is now within you. Her courage beats in your pulse. Her wings, though unseen, have become your shield. Heaven is whispering, "It is done." And I am whispering, "Thank you. Thank you for staying. Thank you for listening even when it hurt. Thank you for being the reason heaven still believes in earth." If your heart feels heavy, let it. That's the weight of glory settling in. Before you go, if you feel gratitude burning in you like fire, write Amen, and let heaven see that the message reached its mark. And if your soul feels stirred, if your eyes are wet and you don't know why, then softly, reverently press the light and comment something sacred. Not for attention, but to mark that this was real, that you were here when heaven spoke your name. Now go in silence, beloved. The light is with you. And the unicorn, she rests in peace, her mission complete. I am grateful you have not left. You stayed when most would have scrolled away. And that single act has already begun to change everything. The moment you chose to stay, something shifted in heaven's timeline. The sand in the hourglass reversed. You don't see it yet, but entire constellations began to rearrange when you decided to listen to what your soul already knew was for you. Every choice of attention in this world is a seed, and this one is sacred. Heaven noticed. And before we go deeper, before I reveal the next layer of what was sealed for centuries, hear this with tenderness. If your spirit feels fed by this light, if you can feel the pulse of heaven through this message, then make this your home. Subscribe, not out of habit or curiosity, but as a holy act of saying, I am ready to walk with heaven daily. It is not for numbers, it is for remembrance. One small act of joining becomes a silent covenant, you saying, I choose light again and again. Now that's said once, and it will never be spoken again. Now listen. Do you know what the unicorn whispered with her last breath? She said, tell them the bridge is still burning, but they can cross. That bridge, beloved, is the narrow path between despair and destiny, and it still exists because you did not give up. You didn't know it, but every tear you shed in secret became a drop of divine dew, cooling that flame, making a way where none was supposed to exist. Heaven had marked this day before the foundations of the world, not as coincidence but as convergence, the moment when what you lost would begin to find you again. Saint Mary is near as I speak now. Her presence feels like light moving through water, gentle but strong enough to bend time. She wants you to know that the silence you felt lately was not abandonment. It was the stillness before revelation. She has been praying over you, not with words but with remembrance, calling your true name, the one heaven uses when it speaks of you. That name is written in light, not sound, and when it is spoken, creation responds. Can I ask you something softly, as one who loves you deeply? When did you stop believing that your heart could still be healed? When did you begin to call your dreams foolish, or your faith too much? Do you not know that heaven treasures the tears of those who still hope after heartbreak? They are stored in bowls beside the throne, shimmering like liquid glass. When the time is right, those bowls are poured out, not as rain but as restoration. That time is drawing near. You have walked through invisible wars. Some battles were so silent you thought nothing was happening. But that silence was the clash of light and darkness wrestling in the unseen. Every moment you resisted despair, an angel was strengthened. Every moment you chose kindness when bitterness seemed easier, a demon was disarmed. You've been a warrior without realizing it, fighting not with words but with love. The Archangel Raphael now steps closer, and his light is emerald green, the color of rebirth. He says, "The wounds that made you hide will become the proof that you were always meant to heal others. Do not despise your scars. Heaven wears them as medals. Even the resurrected Christ kept his scars. They were not shame, they were story. They were evidence that love had gone all the way and returned triumphant. You too are returning. The angels are opening what they call the mirror of beginnings. It shows not what you are now, but what you were before fear taught you limitation. Look there. See yourself before the disappointments, before the betrayals, before the tiredness set in. You were radiant, and you still are. The dust is just temporary. Beneath it, light waits. Jesus is whispering, I make all things new, not some, all. Do you feel the trembling beneath your ribs? That's not anxiety, that's resurrection beginning. Heaven is breathing through the cracks in your walls, letting light seep into rooms you sealed long ago. Don't run from it. Don't numb it. Let it hurt. Let it heal. Pain, when held in grace, becomes a portal. The unicorn spirit now moves through the garden of your soul. You may sense her presence when you dream, a flash of white in the periphery, a scent of rain and stars. She guards the seed of your next chapter. Do not fear the unknown ahead. The unknown is just the unspoken promise of God, waiting to be named by your faith. And yet, I must tell you something that heaven pleads you to remember. Time is thinning. This is not about doom or fear. It's about awakening. Every day, light grows more urgent. Every moment carries invitations disguised as inconveniences. You must look deeper now. Every encounter could be an angel in disguise. Every delay could be protection. Every rejection could be redirection toward your true inheritance. Do you know what breaks heaven's heart? Not when you fall, but when you stop trying. For even a fallen star still glows as it descends. So do you. There is a passage whispered through ages, Psalm 34. The Lord is close to the brokenhearted. But listen beyond the words. What it means in heaven's tongue is this: I dwell inside the cracks of their pain, building altars in their ruins. You have altars inside you, glowing where you thought only ashes remained. You are not running out of time. You are entering divine timing. The years the locusts stole are returning with interest. You will recognize it when coincidences multiply, when the impossible becomes strangely natural, when what once drained you now delights you. That is the signature of grace. The Archangel Michael says, "Tell them their armor was never rusted. It was just hidden beneath weariness." You will feel strength return where weakness once reigned. You will walk lighter, not because the road changed, but because your soul remembered it can fly. And one day soon, perhaps sooner than you dare to hope, you will realize that heaven never asked you to be perfect, only present. The rest unfolds from there. Do you remember what the unicorn said at the end? Give them 2 minutes. Those 2 minutes were not for her, they were for you. Heaven only needed you to stop long enough for this truth to enter. You are loved with an intensity that no mistake can erase, no distance can dull, and no darkness can hide. Right now, heaven leans close again and Jesus speaks softly. I did not die for the righteous. I died for the ones who still doubt but dare to love anyway. You are seen. You are forgiven. You are free. And as this part draws to its stillness, know this: the message is not ending, it's deepening. The river still flows, but its current shifts now, slower, wider, more luminous. If your heart feels tender, stay with it. Whisper gratitude. Let tears fall if they must. That's not weakness, it's recognition. You were meant to hear this tonight. You were meant to remember that miracles do not demand perfection, they respond to openness. Heaven smiles now, not with triumph but with peace. For the message has found you. And soon, beloved, the next wave of light will arrive, carrying more than comfort. It will carry commissioning. The world needs the version of you that remembers heaven. Beloved soul, do you feel the shift in the air around you right now? It is subtle but sacred, like the first breath after the storm. When the world still trembles but the light begins to return. Heaven moves quietly, never demanding attention. Yet when you listen deeply enough, you can hear the gentle hum of creation rewriting itself around you. That hum is happening now. It is happening because you stayed. You kept reading. You kept your heart open, even when you didn't understand why it hurt to hope again. And in that choice, you became the opening heaven needed. Every angel assigned to your name stands in awe of you tonight. The war that was raging for your peace has stilled for a moment, not because it ended, but because your soul began to remember its authority. You are remembering that the same light that fuels the stars also burns in you. That realization sends ripples through the realms. Listen closely, because what I am about to say is sacred and meant only for those who have chosen to walk in faith, not fear. This message, this channel, this divine meeting place, is more than pixels and sound. It is an altar. A living altar where heaven touches earth through your willingness to receive. Every time you return here, every time you open your heart to these words, you help keep that altar burning. So I ask gently from the depths of love, if you have ever felt heaven speak through these messages, if you have sensed that something unseen surrounds you as you listen, then consider supporting this sacred work. You can offer your super thanks as a way of saying, "Yes, this light must continue." You can join our family through channel membership, becoming part of the circle that carries this flame forward. And if you wish to walk even closer with us, join our newsletter through the link in the pinned comment. There we share not just words, but living prayers, daily guidance, and the soft unfolding of divine mysteries that cannot be spoken in the open. Do this not from obligation, but as an act of covenant. Every act of love you give returns multiplied in grace. Now let us return to the holy flow, for heaven is not finished speaking to you. The Archangel Uriel steps forward now. His presence feels like fire contained within crystal, sharp, pure, luminous. He says your name softly, and when he does, the sound vibrates through eternity. He shows me an image, a field of ashes where you once buried your laughter. He kneels and touches the ground, and from the gray rises a small green shoot, trembling but alive. He says, "This is what happens when you decide to believe again." Do not underestimate how powerful your yes is. Heaven can move only where the human heart allows. And your heart, even wounded, still said yes. That is what brought us here. I see the Holy Mother now. She wears a robe woven from dawn itself, and her eyes are full of understanding, not judgment, only compassion deep enough to hold the world. She looks at you as if you were her only child, as if every tear you ever cried had been caught by her own hands. She says softly, "My beloved, you think you are small because the world taught you to measure yourself by pain. But heaven measures you by love." She moves her hand and light surrounds you. It is warm, almost tangible. Within that light I hear echoes, memories from before you were born. A voice says, "They will forget, but I will remind them." That voice was God's. You volunteered for a mission long before your first breath. You said, "I will go and love where others have forgotten how." And heaven took you at your word. That is why life has been so heavy at times. Because only the strongest souls are trusted with the most fragile tasks. The task of loving through ruin, of believing through silence, of building light out of ashes. Beloved, this is not flattery. This is remembrance. Even now your destiny stirs like dawn behind mountains of delay. Every act of faith you've taken has chipped away at the wall that separated you from fulfillment. Soon that wall will collapse, and what has been withheld will rush toward you like a tide. You will not have to chase it. You will simply stand still, and blessings will find you. Heaven does not forget. Heaven multiplies. Do you know what happens when even one person chooses to align with divine timing? Entire bloodlines shift. Patterns of despair break. Curses dissolve into clarity. You were never just healing for yourself, you were healing for generations that could not. Your ancestors watch now, astonished that their prayer has taken human form in you. And though the unicorn's body rests, her soul gallops through eternity, weaving your miracles into motion. Her light now guides those who walk in your name, those who will find this message one day and feel what you feel now. Because light multiplies when it's shared. Jesus whispers now, so tenderly that the air itself bends to hear him. Tell them I am proud of them. Tell them I see the battles they never mention. Tell them every unseen victory counts. Heaven keeps no record of your failures, only of your persistence. Each time you rose again, Angels wrote psalms in your honor. You are not unnoticed. You are adored. Can I ask you something sacred? Not to answer aloud, just to let it echo inside you. What if every heartbreak was heaven's way of carving space for greater love? What if every delay was divine choreography, waiting for the right moment to unveil your crown? What if you never actually lost anything, only misplaced it until you were ready to hold it without fear? Let those questions linger. They are keys. I see golden light descending now, the Shekinah glory, the breath of God that hovered over the waters in Genesis. It hovers over you now. Within that light is forgiveness, not because you asked perfectly, but because you are perfectly loved. Within that light is purpose, not because you earned it, but because you never stopped being worthy. Beloved, your life is about to turn in ways that will leave you speechless. But before it does, heaven asks for one final thing: to stay awake. Do not fall asleep again in distraction or fear. Every morning when you wake, whisper, "Use me," and heaven will, because you are part of a movement that cannot be stopped. A quiet revolution of light, one heart at a time, restoring beauty to a weary world. The Archangel Tzakiel now raises his hand, and I see violet fire swirling, cleansing, freeing. He says, "Tell them that mercy has rewritten their story." So I tell you now, mercy has rewritten your story, not in the ink of shame, but in the ink of renewal. This right now is your new beginning. If your heart feels that sacred pull, honor it. Do not dismiss it as emotion. It is revelation. You are standing on holy ground. And so, as the message expands into stillness, let gratitude rise like incense. Heaven is not far away. It has moved inside you. You are loved. You are chosen. You are protected. And I, speaking only as a messenger, am thankful beyond words that you allowed this meeting to happen. Every second of your attention is a miracle. Every heartbeat in alignment with heaven sends light spiraling into eternity. Beloved soul, stay still for a moment. Let the air settle around you. Heaven's silence is not absence. It is reverence. The angels are waiting for you to feel what they already know, that this moment has been written since the beginning. You were always meant to arrive here, in this exact breath between exhaustion and awakening. There are places inside you that have never been touched by light, rooms of memory sealed by fear. Heaven does not break into them with force. It waits until you open the door yourself. This message is the sound of the key turning. You are not being fixed, you are being revealed. The Holy Mother moves closer, and when she speaks, it feels like rain falling through fire. She says, "Child, you are not behind. You are on time in a way the clock cannot measure." And she places her hand upon your heart, not as comfort, but as recognition. For even heaven marvels at a human being who continues to love while bleeding. Do you know what it means that you survived every storm sent to end you? It means the covenant still stands. The covenant that light made with you before you entered this world. You promised to carry beauty where others could only see ashes. You promised to believe in goodness even when the world mocked it. You have fulfilled more than you realize. The Archangel Michael's presence stirs now. The air grows sharper, filled with courage. He has watched you walk through fires that would have consumed others. Each time you rose again, he whispered your name before the throne. He has fought for you in ways you will never see, cutting through nightmares, bending timelines, shielding your sleep from voices that sought to sow despair. You may not have seen him, but he was there. When you trembled, when you nearly gave up, when the silence became unbearable. He is here still, not to save you from suffering, but to remind you that even in your weakest hour, you were never less than victorious. The heavens are not distant. They are breathing with you. The same pulse that moves the stars moves in your chest. Every heartbeat echoes with divine intention. You are not random. You are rhythm. You are the continuation of a divine song that began before language existed. Listen closely. You were not meant to merely exist. You were meant to remember. The world tries to make you forget. Through disappointment, through noise, through the slow erosion of wonder. But tonight, heaven whispers the secret name of your soul, the one spoken in the dawn of creation. When you hear it, not with ears but with being, you will understand why nothing ever fully destroyed you. You cannot be destroyed because you are part of the eternal. I see the landscape of your spirit. There are mountains of memory, valleys of waiting, rivers of regret, but through them runs a golden thread, hope. It never broke. Even in the seasons when you said, I can't go on, that thread held you. Hope is not naive. It is holy defiance. It is the breath of God refusing to die inside a human heart. There is something heaven wants you to know. Miracles are not interruptions of nature. They are nature remembering its source. When you witness the impossible, it is simply reality returning to alignment. You are approaching such an alignment now. Every delay, every detour, every tear has been leading to this convergence. The Archangel Gabriel stands behind this revelation. His voice is gentle but unyielding. The message must reach them in fullness. Tell them that what they lost in darkness will bloom in morning. There will come a dawn soon when everything makes sense. You will see why certain prayers were unanswered. You will see how absence became protection, how heartbreak became opening, how silence was the language heaven used to teach you listening. The enemy of your soul tried to bury you in confusion, to make you believe that your suffering was punishment. But heaven says, it was preparation. The gold of your heart needed fire to shine. You needed to break, not to end, but to expand. Cracks let light in, and light is what you were born to hold. There are angels right now walking through your memories, touching each moment of pain and turning it into seed. Nothing is wasted. Every loss will yield harvest. You will not recognize yourself when joy returns, because joy will not come as emotion. It will come as recognition, as remembering that all along, you were surrounded by grace too vast to be seen. The Archangel Raphael places his hand upon you now. Warmth flows through you like sunlight in water. He whispers, healing is not forgetting, it is seeing differently. He is healing the places where your heart learned fear. He is teaching your body to trust again. Even your cells are listening. Every part of you longs to return home to peace. Beloved, there is no shame in being tired. Even angels rest between battles. Rest is sacred. The earth herself rests each winter, and yet her stillness is not death. It is preparation for resurrection. So rest now. You do not lose momentum by being still. You become aligned. You are not forgotten. Heaven does not misplace its own. You are remembered in songs sung by light, in whispers shared between seraphim, in prayers uttered by those you've unknowingly inspired. Every act of love you've given, even when unseen, has echoed across eternity. The universe bends toward those who love quietly. There is an image forming before me, a tree growing in the middle of a desert. Its roots reach deeper than any drought can touch. Its leaves shimmer with dew though rain has not fallen. That tree is you. The desert cannot kill you because you draw from a hidden river. That river is grace. It flows beneath everything, unseen but endless. You are not waiting for blessings to descend from heaven. Heaven is waiting for you to rise into its frequency. When you love, when you forgive, when you speak truth, you ascend. The higher you rise in love, the closer miracles move. Jesus now steps forward. His light is almost unbearable, soft yet infinite. He does not speak at first. He simply looks at you, and in his eyes, you see every failure you've ever regretted dissolve like mist. He knows them all and holds none against you. He says, "I did not come to demand perfection. I came to show that love survives every cross." He reaches his hand toward you, and when he touches your heart, you realize that all along, the distance between you and heaven was only an illusion built by fear. You have never been separate. Even when you turned away, he walked beside you. Even when you cursed the sky, he whispered your worth. Beloved, your path ahead is not without challenges, but now you know who walks with you. Fear will still knock, but you will not answer. Doubt will whisper, but you will remember truth. Darkness will approach, but you will shine. You will become the answer to prayers others have not yet dared to speak. You will carry light into places where hope forgot its name. And you will do it not as someone flawless, but as someone redeemed. Heaven's eyes are on you. The stars burn in rhythm with your heartbeat. Creation itself leans closer each time you breathe forgiveness instead of anger, faith instead of fear. You are the miracle unfolding. And when you feel small again, remember this moment. Remember that heaven once paused all its songs just to remind you who you are. There will be nights when you will hear this message echoing in your dreams. Do not resist it. It is your soul calling itself home. You are light, beloved. You are purpose. You are the breath of God, shaped into flesh, learning to remember eternity one heartbeat at a time. Beloved, look at the light that has begun to rise behind your eyes. You do not see it the way angels do, but they see the dawn spreading through you. It started when you chose to stay, when you decided to hear instead of hide. What began as a spark has become a slow, holy fire, illuminating corners of yourself that were once too painful to touch. Heaven delights in that light. It is how eternity measures time. Not in hours, but in awakenings. There are unseen scrolls being unrolled as you breathe. They contain memories from before the beginning, written in the language of spirit, not ink. One of those scrolls carries your name, surrounded by gold so bright it hums. On it are words that only God can speak aloud, words that describe what you are becoming. Every time you choose mercy over bitterness, a new line is added. You are being written by heaven's hand. The Archangel Gabriel turns the page of your destiny, and I see something glowing there. It looks like a heart made of glass, filled with starlight. It trembles as if it's alive. This is your calling, fragile, brilliant, and costly. To carry light in a world addicted to shadows is no small task. But you were never sent to blend in. You were sent to remind creation of its origin. There will be moments when you will feel too human for your own calling. Too tired, too uncertain, too ordinary. But even then, heaven does not retreat. In fact, the more ordinary you feel, the closer heaven moves. Because grace prefers cracks. It flows where strength pretends not to need it. Can you feel the quiet stretching between your thoughts? That stillness is the chamber where angels breathe. In that silence, you are closest to God. The world fills your ears with noise to keep you from hearing what the silence wants to tell you. That you were never exiled from love. You only closed your eyes for a while. Saint Mary kneels beside you again. She takes something invisible from her robe. It looks like a seed made of light. She places it in your hands and says, "Do not rush its blooming." Every dream, every promise, every desire for good that you carry is a seed of eternity. It blooms not when the world approves, but when your soul is ready. Some seeds stay hidden for years until one moment of tenderness awakens them. That moment is coming soon. You will recognize it when peace enters without reason. It will not arrive with fanfare. It will simply stand beside you like an old friend returning from exile. You will breathe and realize that peace was never lost, only waiting for you to stop running. Raphael's green fire now surrounds your past. Every wound that has ever whispered, "You are too broken to matter," begins to glow. Not to hurt you again, but to show that even pain can become holy. Nothing is wasted. Every scar, when bathed in love, becomes a doorway. Through those doors, others will find healing. You were never meant to hide your cracks. You were meant to let light through them. Heaven's river is rising now. It flows with memory, not of pain but of promise. I see within it moments from your future, shimmering like reflections of stars on water. You are standing on the edge of something immense. Do not fear its depth. It will not drown you. It will baptize you into remembrance. There are voices singing faintly, not around you but through you. They sing of restoration, of return, of things long thought impossible finally waking. The melody is strange, ancient, but somehow you know it. It sounds like the rhythm of your own heartbeat. You were part of that song before your birth. You will be part of it after you leave this world. Nothing ends for souls born from love. I am shown a vision, a field at twilight, scattered with thousands of lanterns. Each lantern is a life that remembered its purpose. You are walking among them, holding one of your own, and as you lift it higher, others begin to glow brighter. Your light does not diminish theirs, it strengthens them. That is how heaven works. Illumination shared is never lost. Do you remember the times you felt unseen, when you cried quietly and told no one? Heaven remembers. Every hidden tear was gathered and turned into oil for the lamps of tomorrow. You were fueling your own dawn without knowing it. Jesus appears again, his presence like warmth that reaches to the marrow. He looks at you with eyes that hold both galaxies and tears. He says, "Beloved, do you think I left you even for a heartbeat? When you felt nothing, I was your breath. When you spoke no prayer, I was your pulse." He touches your forehead, and every accusation, every self-blame that ever clung to you melts away. Love is not a theory for him. It is his being. And you are made in that likeness. You wonder if you are worthy of the next miracle. The answer has always been yes. Worthiness is not earned. It is remembered. You have simply forgotten who you are in moments when the world was too loud. But God never forgot. He held the blueprint of your joy, waiting for this moment to show it again. You are entering a season where the invisible will begin to speak. Not in words, but in signs. A feather on a cold morning, a light flickering at just the right second, a stranger smiling when you needed hope most. These are not coincidences. They are reminders that heaven is still woven through everything. If you could see how loved you are, you would never doubt again. There are galaxies that burn in rhythm with your laughter. There are stars whose light bends toward Earth each time you choose kindness. You are part of an ecosystem of grace that spans eternity. The Archangel Uriel approaches now, his flame golden and steady. He carries wisdom that feels like thunder softened by mercy. He whispers, "The waiting has ripened. What you seek has begun seeking you. The doors ahead of you are already unlocked. They only wait for your courage to turn the handle. Walk forward even when the road looks dark. Light does not appear before you move. It appears because you move. The time for hiding is over. Heaven does not require you to roar, only to rise. Rise in silence, rise in grace. Rise with the quiet authority of one who remembers where they came from. Beloved, you are not the same as when this message began. Heaven sees it. The angels record not the words you read, but the transformation that unfolded inside you. A piece of eternity shifted tonight. What once was pending has begun. The unicorn spirit watches still, no longer wounded, now radiant beyond description. She runs through the corridors of light, and everywhere she steps, flowers bloom that were thought extinct. Those blossoms are the prayers you never spoke, the hopes you abandoned coming alive again. You do not have to understand all of this. You only have to trust that heaven wastes nothing. The path ahead will not always be smooth, but it will always be sacred. Every breath is a doorway. Every heartbeat is a drum calling you home. Beloved soul, you have wandered through the storm, through the silence, through the shadows of your own becoming, and now you stand in the trembling afterglow of revelation. The air itself feels different, doesn't it? As if it's breathing with you. Heaven has grown quiet, not because it's gone, but because it's listening. It listens when a human heart begins to glow with remembrance, when a soul who thought it was forgotten begins to open its eyes again. You are seen now. Not the version you pretend to be, not the armor you wear for the world, but the soft, radiant being beneath it all. You are seen as you truly are, the divine echo of God's first heartbeat. And heaven is watching, whispering to itself, look how they've survived. Look how they still love. Archangel Michael stands beside you, his armor shining not with metal but with mercy. He looks at you as one looks at the sunrise, filled with awe, as though he has been guarding you since before time began. He says, "The moment you chose to keep going, you changed heaven's timeline." What does that mean? It means that your yes, small, trembling, half-believing was enough to tilt entire realities. The courage to keep breathing when your heart was heavy became the altar on which heaven built a new beginning. Every prayer you thought went unanswered was actually carving new paths through dimensions you couldn't see. Nothing you've done in love is lost. Not a word, not a sigh, not a single tear. The Archangel Gabriel appears again, his wings wide as the horizon. His voice trembles with tenderness as he says, You do not realize what you have done just by enduring. He holds a flame before you, bright, fragile, eternal. This is your light, he says. You thought it flickered, but it never went out. It waited for this moment to rise. Beloved, I want you to feel this truth settle deep into your bones. You are not here by chance. You were drawn here because heaven arranged it. A message meant only for you found you across miles and moments, through algorithms and pixels and probability, until it reached your screen exactly when your spirit was ready. And I, as a voice speaking from light, am only a messenger, carrying what the archangels, what the Holy Mother, what the very breath of God has been waiting to tell you. It's your time to awaken. But listen, beloved, this awakening is not a sudden explosion of glory. It's something gentler, something infinitely more human. It's the slow realization that heaven has been beside you all along, hiding in every act of love you gave when no one thanked you, in every quiet forgiveness you offered even when your heart ached. Heaven was there when you reached out to help, when you listened to another's pain, when you cried alone but still chose to be kind the next day. Those moments built the bridge you stand on now. And now that you're here, now that the veil has been lifted, there is something heaven gently asks of you, not as command but as communion. If this message has reached your heart, if something within you recognizes that this wasn't random, if your soul feels a trembling sense of homecoming, then acknowledge it aloud. Write Amen in the comments, not as ritual, but as a declaration to the unseen. I am awake. I have heard. I am ready. When you speak Amen, heaven responds. The word itself means so be it, and it seals what has been spoken in light. It is the signature of the soul upon the covenant of divine promise. And when you write it, it's not just text, it's testimony. It is your echo joining the chorus of souls rising again. And if your heart feels stirred, if your spirit has found a place of peace here, then let your light ripple outward. Like this message, not for the numbers, but because every click becomes a prayer carried through the digital sky to another heart still lost in the dark. Every like sends a tremor through the veil, a signal that someone found their way back to love. When you subscribe, you are not simply joining a channel. You are stepping into a living sanctuary where messages like this continue to unfold, a sacred space where heaven keeps speaking. But remember, this call is holy, not transactional. It is a covenant, a joining of light to light. When you act from the soul, your actions carry eternity in them. Now let us return to the message itself, for the archangels are still speaking. Raphael's presence ripples through the air, healing, luminous, serene. He says softly, "There are still pieces of you that do not believe they deserve peace. Let those parts come home." And with his words, you feel something inside you unclench. You realize how much energy you have spent trying to prove you are enough. You never had to. Heaven's love was not waiting for you to earn it. It has been yours since before your first breath. In the light of that truth, the old voices of guilt and shame dissolve. The years you thought were wasted begin to glow with purpose. What you called delay was preparation. What you called loss was pruning. Every closed door redirected you toward your true inheritance. Saint Mary appears again, veiled in shimmering blue, her eyes luminous with tears that are somehow both sorrow and joy. She reaches out and cups your face, saying, "You have been so brave. You have carried crosses that were not even yours. Yet you never stopped hoping. Her voice trembles as she adds, Heaven noticed. And yes, you are her answered prayer. From above, the unicorn now gallops across a field of stars, restored, reborn, radiant. She circles once around you and bows her head. Her breath, shimmering with rainbow mist, wraps around you like a blessing. You kept the promise, her spirit whispers. The dawn has found you. Look now, beloved, the light is changing again. It's not just outside you, it's moving through you. Heaven has not come to you tonight to ask for worship, but to awaken partnership. You are not merely loved, you are needed. There are people, moments, prayers waiting on the other side of your obedience, waiting for the echo of your transformation. When you leave this sacred space, your presence will carry new frequencies. Strangers will feel comfort near you without knowing why. Rooms will grow warmer when you enter. You will begin to notice signs, not as superstition, but as communication. A song will play when you need hope. A word will appear when you seek direction. The ordinary will become divine again. And when you start to doubt, because even the awakened doubt sometimes, remember this night. Remember that heaven paused the entire chorus of eternity to reach you. Remember that angels stood watch while you read. Remember that the light in your hands right now is not fiction. It is the confirmation of your divine assignment. Do not be afraid of what is coming next. The road ahead will not be easy, but it will be holy. Every obstacle will contain an instruction. Every silence will hide an answer. You will begin to understand that miracles are not exceptions. They are the language of those who remember. Heaven will test your patience only to strengthen your vision. You will feel old wounds surface so that you can finally bless them. You will learn that forgiveness is the doorway to freedom, and gratitude is the key that never fails to open it. Beloved, the light of this message will not leave you when you close your eyes. It will linger in your thoughts, whispering in the rhythm of your heartbeat. You are not forgotten. You are chosen. You are seen. If your eyes fill with tears, let them fall. If your chest trembles, let it. Those are signs that heaven's truth has found its home within you. And now, before you leave, let this moment be sealed in gratitude. Type Amen to say, I receive this. Like this message to let heaven know the seed has taken root. Subscribe only once, not for the algorithm, but to stay close to the light that continues to speak here. And when you go, carry the peace that has begun to bloom in you. Let your kindness be the proof that heaven still walks the earth. Let your words be gentle, your actions steady, your love unexplainable.